Claude Code runs my $100,000 a month business while I sleep, and it's allowed me to free up a ton of my time so that I can focus on what actually matters in my business. The 4 use cases that I'm going to be walking you through in today's video are specific to my business, but I'm going to share the thought process behind each of these use cases and how I went about implementing them so that you can adjust this and find the use cases inside of your business that have the highest leverage. We're going to cover how I set up daily audits and client reports that get sent to my Telegram every single morning, how I automated the onboarding process so that I can focus on actually making the end product good instead of doing tedious onboarding tasks, how one single /analysis command allows me to identify the exact gaps in each of my clients' systems so that I can figure out how to get better results for them, and how I no longer spend hours every single week implementing feedback from clients, but have it all automated using Claude Code where I simply tell it what needs to happen. Starting off with the daily audits and client reports, I used to spend a lot of time every single morning going through every client's performance on a statistic dashboard and identifying where the gaps are and seeing what is currently going wrong. I also used to check our revenue statistics, our MRR, and more every single day, but all of that is a thing of the past now because I set up a Telegram command bot that every morning at 7 a.m. it runs on my local machine, and it'll extract all business data such as revenue, MRR, churn, failed payments, etc., as well as pull the statistics for every single one of my clients and flag any potential issues to me. We built AI appointment setters and the entire system around it for high-ticket coaches on Instagram, and what this system will flag is if the amount of new conversations per day suddenly drops for a client, if the bookings are way lower than average. All of these are things that I'll be flagged for on my Telegram so that when I wake up in the morning, I immediately know where my attention needs to go. All you need to do to have this same thing for your business is, number one, go to the link down below in the description. I've provided a free MD file which you can download, put into your Claude Code, and it's going to walk you through the entire setup. And number two, you need to identify what you need to be flagged on inside of your business. Maybe you don't run an agency, but you run an e-com store. You would want it connected to your ads manager. You would want it connected to your Shopify so that it can flag you on those specific issues inside of your business. Whatever sort of data you have in your business that you need to know about every single morning and have a smart AI wrapped around it to analyze that and give you the breakdown, that is what you want to implement inside of this daily data audit system. And for each of the use cases that I'm going to show you in this video, I will provide the resource for free so that you can simply plug and play it and set it up for your own business. Moving on to number 2, which is the onboarding flow. And to give you some context, clients of ours fill out this big Notion document with all information about their business. This Notion document contains everything that we need to be able to build out their AI appointment setter, as well as the entire strategy and system around it. Now, the process of taking the completed onboarding document, extracting everything we need for the prompting of the AI and for all the training data that goes into it, used to take us at least 5 to 10 hours. I've been able to cut this down entirely with a /delivery command. So if I say /delivery and mention a specific client's name inside of Claude Code, it will automatically go to Notion, find the specific client, find his onboarding documents, pull all of the data. Based on all the training information I gave it, it will take that data and build out the entire structure of the AI and give me a ready version of the AI that I can then go ahead and test. This essentially eliminates the first 80% of the tedious work, and we can focus on the last 20% to really make sure the AI is perfect instead of focusing about just getting the information into the right format. On top of that, the AI is able to run tests itself. So as soon as the AI is created, it will spin up 20 example conversations and test the AI for all different rules, script patterns, and qualification requirements that the client provided to us. It will then flag those issues, fix the issues itself, and then retest the AI to make sure what it did actually fixed the issue. This process alone has saved us so much time, and it allows me personally to focus more on the things around the AI to make sure the clients get better results, as well as the little fine-tuned details of the AI which make an AI really great. Now, for the specific onboarding skill, I'm also going to provide you a free MD file down below in the description so that you can simply plug and play that, and it's going to walk you through for your specific business, no matter where you have your data, even if it's not Notion, to be able to set up something similar to this. Even if you don't have it as automated as I do on my end, you could at least get a better understanding of the client's needs and have a better game plan from the get-go so that you can deliver better results. And if you don't run an agency, you can definitely come up with additional use cases where you want to process data in a more efficient way. Moving on to number 3 is analysis. We work with a lot of different clients, and going through their AI conversations and seeing what mistakes are being made and how we can fix them is a very time-consuming process. So I fixed that with a /analysis command. So all I do is I go into Claude Code, I say /analysis and put the client's name there, and it's going to pull all of the conversations from the past 2 weeks for this specific client, analyze every single conversation based on the script checkpoints, tell me where people are dropping off, and recommend solutions on how we can adjust the script to fix these drop-off points. This alone has saved me per client at least 5 hours a month because I no longer need to look through conversations and only cover a small percentage of the conversations while I'm looking through them. Instead, I can get an overview of all the conversations and all the flaws in one single PDF, and I can just look at that and make decisions based on this PDF. This is an absolute game changer, and it doesn't matter what you're currently doing. If you're an agency, an e-com business, it doesn't matter what type of business you run. There is always data that needs to be analyzed, and you're probably currently analyzing it manually. So the MD file that I'm going to be providing for free in the description will allow you to figure out exactly how to do this for your specific business. Which brings me to number 3, which is feedback. Clients provide feedback, team members provide feedback, and things need to be changed. Now, whether this is your ad creatives flow or whether this is your AI that you build for your clients, it's always the same thing. You take the feedback, you understand it, you look at the current state, you plan how to implement the feedback, you implement the feedback, and then you take it live. I've shortcut this process by simply going into Claude Code, saying /feedback, adding in the client name, and adding in all of the feedback that I have or that was provided to me, and then I'll be walked through Claude Code for an exploration on how to actually implement that feedback. Now, the important thing here is it doesn't implement the feedback by itself. Instead, it goes ahead and recommends changes to me. I can look at those changes, tweak them based on what I feel will be best to actually implement these changes. It will learn itself so that next time it will be better at implementing that feedback for me. And then once I'm happy, I can approve it, and it will automatically push the changes for the client's AI. And the MD file for this feedback flow is also down below in the description, so you can simply plug it into your Claude Code and walk through any specific use case for your business. Now, don't get me wrong, this system took a while to set up, and you do need some foundations in place so that you have all the data that you actually need for this system to work, because you need to be able to pull the data for existing client structures, etc., via the API for Claude Code to access it, or you can simply copy paste it in. But once you have this in place, it is absolutely incredible the amount of leverage that you start creating by simply cutting down the busy work and focus on the high-level decision making inside of your business or inside one of your projects. And this system precisely is what allows me to get the best results possible for all of these high-ticket coaches that we work with on Instagram, to allow them to book as many calls or close as many deals as possible from their Instagram DMs, because I have this eagle eye overview thanks to Claude Code and can make suggestions and improvements based on that. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more. And if you're a high-ticket coach and you want to have a chat with us to see if we can help you implement and automate your Instagram to help you get more calls and more sales from there, feel free to check the link down below in the description, schedule in a call. We'll be more than happy to talk with you.